What's going on, everybody? My first impression and first review, overall review of my new Sen Colossus XT, also known as the Sen Reaper. This truck is just under 30 inches long, about 29.5 inches long, weighs about 16 pounds, and is about 19 inches wide. It has 3 differentials, front, center, and rear. Don't worry, if you set the throttle punch to a high level, you can still do wheelies. Overall top speed on 6S is probably right around the 40 to 45 mile an hour mark, give or take. This truck jumps very level in the air. It's very balanced. It comes with a 150 amp Hobby Wing ESC and a 1450 kV brushless motor. It does come with a Savox steering servo. The steering servo is okay, but probably eventually, as of any RTR truck, would probably want to be upgraded to a stronger servo, which is probably what I'm going to do to this truck in the future. The shock oil in this truck is rather light. It needs to be a little thicker. Springs also are very loose. They're very light. I have the preloads all the way down, and there's not a lot of spring tension. So probably right off the rip, I'm going to change to LST shocks and springs all the way around, because they pretty much are the exact same size as the LST shocks. Out of the box, this truck comes set programmed with its programmable ESC to throttle punch level 1. Basically meaning when you hit the throttle, it's got a very soft curve of how it accelerates. It doesn't give you everything at once. It's almost kind of disappointing in some way. In some ways it's good, in some ways it's not so good, because it doesn't have the oomph that you would want with a high output motor like this. So I changed it to throttle punch level 6, and night and day. This truck just wheelies at almost any speed. Even with a center diff, it has no problem doing wheelies. One big disappointment was, again, because this truck is based on a TVP platformer, twin vertical plate chassis. It's not a very wide chassis, so their battery layout is minimum. Now you would think that being a high amp ESC with a large KV motor, they would expect people to run large capacity batteries, which is what I do, and even in my low C XXL. They didn't fit. The stock straps would not fit over my 50C 5000 milliamp packs. I also have a set of Gen's Ace 60C 7000 milliamp packs, and they're a little bigger. They wouldn't fit over. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, where the battery tray is, the way the TVP chassis is, the batteries will fit in there on the stock battery tray, but I just got to get rid of those kick-ups. After I do this eventually, I'll do a video and I'll show what I did, but for now I have them zip tied down. It does work quite well. Fun level of the truck is awesome. I'm not sure the runtime is only about 10 minutes of runtime in. I'll let you guys know about the average runtime of the truck. From the factory, they say this truck has a waterproof ESC. They say the motor is not waterproof, the servo is not waterproof, and the ESC, the receiver box is definitely not waterproof. Right off the bat, I took the stock receiver out and I put a Spectrum receiver in it, and this truck is now controlled off my DX4S, as of all my trucks are. The box, the radio that it comes with, it almost looks like an Airtronics radio, sort of. It almost looks like an Airtronics, even though it's not. I didn't even take the radio out of the box, so I don't even know what it looks like. I heard it's pretty decent quality, so it'll be a backup set for me. I'll have it laying around in case I need a radio in the future. I have a back one. It is a 3-channel radio. So far, my overall just impressions of the truck are quite good. My brother just recently picked up a 8S X-Max, so we're going to see how this guy performs against it. His son has a 6S X-Max. I can tell you right off the rip, without a shadow of a doubt, that this truck is much more powerful, much faster and stronger than a 6S X-Max. I don't know about an 8S. I haven't driven one yet, so we will find out in a few short days what it is. That's one of the main reasons why I went with the Colossus XTs, because I wanted to see what it would do against an 8S X-Max. So we'll find out in the future. So stay tuned for future videos. There will be running videos of this truck, and we'll see how it does. Later, guys.